Hello everyone. So I'm sure you are very busy nowadays and very busy with your preparation. Yeah. And are you worried for like how to score well in the exam? Because these 2 months very crucial for the children who are appearing board exams. I'm talking about 12th standard. Okay. And because 12th standard, based on your performance, you get admission into the course of your choice, and also like getting admission into good university, right? So from that point of view, scores, yeah, marks in 12 board is very important. Okay. So we will talk about marks today. Okay. How to plan properly, how to plan our revision process so that we can utilize this time period to best of our ability, to best of our capacity, right? I will be helping you, yeah, I will be guiding you also how to plan properly so that you can optimize your potential. Okay, so some of your concerns like this, yeah. So your concern is basically very less time left and we have the whole syllabus. How can I prepare properly? How can I finish the syllabus? How can I finish my revision? Right? Or my strategy is different. Like I can tell you in no worry. Yeah. So if you plan properly, you can do your best. It means proper planning can help the students to optimize their potential, right? And I believe in what? So I believe that each one of you have great potential. Okay, but when you plan properly, when you are focused in your preparation, when you are focused towards your goal, I mean, there's nothing which can stop you from doing well. Okay, so then how to plan properly? Okay, within less time, how to plan properly? Because uh, I can say if you have been studying sincerely from the beginning, your worry is not to lose a single mark. I mean, scoring maybe 80 out of 80 in theory paper. Those who have not been that much sincere from the beginning, or they just started studying, their worry is, I mean, how to get maximum marks so that we can get admission into some of the colleges. Or you can say, it is last year of the school, so I must have the great result, right? And if some of you still have not started studying, you may be feeling, okay, how can I pass the exam? Because I have not started studying yet. So for all the, I mean, for every category, I mean, whether you are good in studies, if you are not so good in studies, you have not started your studies, for everyone, my planning is here. Okay, so that therefore here we have what the usual questions from student side. How to prepare for the examination as there is not much time left. You are right. And whenever it comes to mathematics, in which one needs to practice a lot to gain confidence. It means the subject like mathematics in which even if you know all the concepts, but unless you practice a lot, unless you are familiar with varieties of questions, very difficult to gain confidence. Okay, so that is the speciality of mathematics. Then how to plan the revision of the whole syllabus so that within 2 months, we can plan the whole syllabus, practice, as much as we can, and ultimately we want good result. High score. Okay, so let me show you the topics we have in the syllabus. So these are the topics we have to cover in the, within the stipulated time. And many students, what they do, suppose they think, yes, okay. So here, yeah, before I just plan for you, no, yes. So as you know, these two topics we have 35 marks. Okay, so many students think, okay, so that is the maximum weightage because you have chapter 5 to 9. Okay, differential calculus and integral calculus. So chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 35 marks. Then you may be thinking, yeah, most of the students now what they do, they start with differentiation. Yeah, they start with continuity. Then what happens? See, differential calculus and integral calculus, they are very, very closely linked. It means if you do not know differentiation, you cannot do integration. And if you are not thorough with integration, so you won't be able to solve differential equations, right? So these two means chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you have to practice in one go. So what the students do, they start like this. Then it's not only remembering formula. You really have to be thorough with many other things. You should have the proper knowledge of function, then limits, continuity, and also you should know trigonometry. And in the process, whole process, very difficult for many students to cope up. Okay, and also during this preparation, when they do not score well, they lose confidence. So my strategy here is to start with easy topics. Okay, because when we focus on difficult topics, when we focus on a little bit higher concept based topics, so it may take some time, and in the process we may lose some time when by not preparing easy topics. And also yeah, so we lose marks in that way. So to gain confidence, easier topics would be better. So start with easy topics. Like here you see, so my strategy is like this. So starting with matrices, determinants and LPP. Why? Because this one, matrices, determinants, comparatively easy topic, you are getting 10 marks, right? Weightage in the syllabus of this topic is 10 marks. Linear programming, as per CBSE sample paper, 5 marks. It means with this easy topic, you are covering 15 marks. Okay, and it is easily achievable. Okay, because the concepts are a bit easier here, right? And even if you are not good in trigonometry, you are not good in function, okay, you can do matrices, determinants and linear programming, right? And whenever you can solve the questions on these two topics, obviously your confidence will be better. Okay, next, in second phase, you can take relation function and inverse trigonometric functions. And these two topics, this unit is basically I mean, lots of deletion is there, right? For example, in function chapter, I mean function subtopic, you have to study only one and onto function, right? So because inverse function is deleted this year and also composition is deleted. So in that way, very few portion is left. Similarly, inverse trigonometric function, here properties of inverse trigonometric functions and graphs. You are not going to get any question from this portion this year. So you have to be focused on principal value branches, right? So basically in that way, again this is smaller portion and 8 marks. Next, in third page, you come to probability. Probability again, not very lengthy, uh, not very lengthy and also not very difficult. I mean, it doesn't involve very high level of concepts. What I mean to convey you. So with not much efforts, you can get 8 marks. Okay. So probability is one such topic. And finally, whenever you come to vector and 3D geometry, which you will be studying in class 12 for the first time. So vector topic, it's not linked with the concepts you have studied earlier. So in that way, you can start afresh this topic, vector and 3D geometry, and 14 marks. So here you see, when you can solve the questions on these topics, and you are scoring here 45 marks. So by this time, your confidence level will be very high, because till now you might be thinking, okay, I can't cover the syllabus, so many topics, and how to solve, I mean, so many questions, and specifically whenever you just sit with differentiation and integration, so you leave something or the other. Like for example, if you are not very thorough with chain rule, maybe some minor mistakes, silly mistakes you may make. Then you do not score well. Then you get nervous. Then you get like no very frustrated. Okay, I'm studying so much, but I am not scoring that much, right? But when these you start from these easy topics and comfortably you are able to do the questions, your confidence level will be high. Okay, so these topics will help you in boosting your confidence, then scoring good marks also. Okay, then finally you come to calculus. Okay, so you may start with differentiation, then I mean continuity, differentiability, differentiation, applications of derivatives, and integration, application of integration, and finally differential equations. Okay, so then wind up with this 35 marks, right? Okay, another thing is how to, I mean, this is the planning, the sequence of the topics you can try. Okay, and specifically if you have not started studying much, you recently you have started revision. And those who are very sincere from the beginning, maybe they can start like this also. Okay, so while I mean revising the topic, what should be the strategy? Suppose you started with matrices and determinants. Okay, so what I can suggest you, you start with NCERT textbook. Okay, each and every question from NCERT textbook, and you can go through all the solved examples of the book also. Along with that, you can take questions from 5 sample papers. I mean 5 sample questions. Okay, question paper. So 5 sample papers means, it means 5 sample question papers, right? So the reason of taking these 5 sample question papers is what? So basically, once you finish conceptual part, questions from NCRT, then taking 5 sample question papers, it means you can have the idea the types of questions you are getting from this topic. Okay, and in case you stuck up somewhere, again go back to the concept. Believe me, it will not take much time. Similarly, linear programming. Again, you can go in this way. Okay, so and linear programming is very simple. It means only few hours you require to finish it, because you do not have word problems in the syllabus this year, and also unbounded region. Okay, so that is also not there. So it means very few portions, only maybe maximum 2 3 hours you can give this to this topic, and 5 marks is guaranteed. Okay, and also matrices determinants, two major portions we don't have this year. One is properties of determinants, in which students really need lots of time. Many students, not all. Okay, and similarly, finding inverse of a matrix using elementary transformation. So this portion is also not there. So again, very straightforward way of preparing these two topics. Okay, and believe me, 15 out of 15 every student can score. Okay, only thing is be very serious, very focused in your preparation, because whenever we ignore simpler topics thinking that this topic is very easy, we can do it, so maybe in the end we can do. So then what happens? Because of our overconfidence, we lose marks in this topic, and we are taking out the difficult one. With that difficult topic, we are not able to cope up. With easy topic, we are not that serious about this. Okay, so that is the basic problem of many students. Okay, next come to relation and function. As I said, 8 marks. So here also many portions deleted. So the smaller portion you can study this, and probability, vector 3D geometry. So the way I have told you. So for every topic or for every unit, revision process will be like this: NCRT, textbook, all the solved examples, and exercise questions, plus take 5 sample question papers and solve the questions from that. Okay, so once you are done with the syllabus, maybe you can have the target of 1 month maximum. Okay, so once you are done with this 80 marks syllabus, then next stage of your revision is you pick up any good sample paper. Okay, or you can take question papers of various schools, keyboard question papers of various schools. Okay, so you try to solve at least 15 question papers, yeah, 15 sample question papers. Okay, so and whenever I'm talking about sample question papers, you don't have to go back to 10 years back. I mean, last 10 years, because lots of changes have happened in last 10 years. So you can, I mean, try from, you can solve questions from current year's sample question papers, in which you can get case study based questions, lots of objective questions, and let me tell you, best way is to collect the question papers of different schools and solve those questions. Okay, so if you can solve 50 sample question papers from various schools, or you can say pick up any good sample paper and solve the questions. And most important thing is you must get some sample papers checked, because unless you get it checked from your teacher, then you do not know whether you are doing it correctly or not. Okay, so am I right? So can you try like this? So if you try like this, I'm sure each one of you can really score very well. It means you will surprise yourself. Okay, so let's begin like this. First, start with easy topics, boost your confidence. Then gradually you move to the topics with a bit higher conceptual, higher conceptual things. Okay, and my best wishes with all of you. And I really want all of you to really do very well, get admission in the course of your choice, in the college of your choice. Yeah, to really do very well in life. Okay, so thank you so much.